everybody, Brian from the Cabinet Joint here. Today we're shooting a video on clamping a flush end. You might be asking why we're even shooting this video. In a lot of our assembly videos we show or mention, hey, we've got a flush end here, we're going to clamp the front frame to the cabinet side to make sure we have a tight seam. We've had some questions come up about what do you mean by a tight seam versus a not tight seam. So really fast video. When you have a finished end, this is an unfinished cabinet, but if this was a painted white box, my flush end is going to be painted white, my frame is going to be painted white, and when I assemble the box, I want to have a nice tight gap or a nice tight seam where the frame meets the box. And you can see possibly even from that distance of the camera, you can see that we're pretty loose up here. We did this on purpose to show you. Whenever we build a flush end cabinet, I'm going to take a series of clamps and I'm going to clamp at least 3 on a base cabinet like this. I'm going to run one bottom, I'm going to run one middle, and I'm going to run one at the top. And you can use, if you have a tall cabinet, you can use 6 or 7 clamps. But you can run a block of wood between to kind of put pressure here as well. But what we're looking for is to get rid of that gap. And once the glue sets up in here, very difficult to close that gap. So I want to do all this clamping while the glue is still wet. So when I clamp that down, the box tightens up. And what I want is I can't even fit my fingernail in there. On a white cabinet or painted cabinets, that becomes a big black line if you have a gap there, because these are built obviously after finishing. So I have a front frame and a cabinet side that weren't finished together as an assembled box, and so that white line is going to show. You want to make it as tight as possible to make that go away. So hopefully this helps you out as you're clamping. Again, try to catch this before the box sets up. Don't set it off to the side, go to lunch and come back, or you could have a problem. Clamp it as soon as you get done with the assembly to make sure that the glue is still wet. Thanks for watching and have a great day.